Hi everybody, Lynn here. I just thought I'd pop on with this month's Discover Beauty box. Just came a wee while ago, and at the end of the video I'll give you a wee update on Norman and why he was called Norman as well. I've got him lying down here at my feet, so he might wake up by the time we get to the end of the video, and I'll fill you in how good he's been. So anyway, so this Discover Beauty box costs £25 a month. I do have a code, Lynn All Things Beauty, LATB. I'll put it in the description. You'll get 15% off your first box if you like it. I don't make any out of it, but just I got a code at the time, just so if anyone's interested, get some money off their box. I do like this subscription box, and I do really want to keep it going. So you always get a nice wee card just saying thank you. I know it's only write your name on it, but it used to be handwritten, but at least even put your name on it, means they recognise your name is actually, first name is actually buying the box, you know what I mean? Always comes a nice laminated card. Now it always usually comes in the polystyrene, chubby worms, and wrapped up in tissue paper, but I took all that out. I was terrified. Well, I usually do it now because of Sarah, in case she gets into the polystyrene, but now I've got my little palette into everything as well, my little Norman. I don't want him chewing on them, do you know what I mean? So basically I've emptied all that out and just items in the box. So it just says here, time to get all shook up. Trying something new and shaking things up has never been more easier. This month of August holds some fantastic products to help with trying something different. So the first item you've got, I thought, oh, here's a hair item, I'm not going to use it, but I think I will. It's a watermelon milk by Hair Syrup. During this warmer weather, hair can become thirsty and dry, definitely. To combat, that's what I'm saying, definitely. To combat this, Hair Syrup have developed the perfect pre-wash treatment. It's easy to use, so I probably will use it. Watermelon milk aims to feed your hair full of nutrients and vitamins and aid to nourishment, deep conditioning, hair growth and radiance. Blended with luscious oils such as watermelon seed, hydrating cherry and argan oil, olive fruit and apricot kernel. Suitable for all hair types, ultra lightweight, vegan and cruelty free, and worth $13.99. So we've got that. And the next item we've got in the box is Adaptology Red Avert Cleanse, and this is worth £38, and the whole value of the box comes to £125.95. What I like about this box, they give you the price and add it up at the back of the book for you. So, Good Award and Best Natural Product winner of the Beauty Bible Awards 2022, featuring Blue Tansy, which aids in hydrating, nourishing, soothing, calming irritation. It is full of antioxidants, black cumin and orange fruit water. Perfect for daily cleansing, also great for removing makeup. I love trying a new cleanser. And my skin, since I'm honest, I've said this before, so I've used that wee Redout machine. I've got more spots around here and I'll come out there, so I'm going to stop using it. And I've given up, I have given up. It might not be that, but it was a coincidence when I started that. Are you dreaming, little man? You're alright? Let's have a look at this. It looks like, oh, that's what it looks like there. Oh, it smells lovely. So more like a jelly cleanser. So I'll give that a wee go. I like getting cleansers. As I say, it might be a coincidence I used that machine and I started getting breakouts. My skin was so good for a long while. So I'm just going to maybe stop it, see if my skin clears up again, see if it has been that. And the next item you've got in the box is an Air Cbd005 Oil, and this is worth $34.99. So be sure, it might not be all, take that back, so pure it's good enough to eat. Made with hemp seed oil, CBD is said to help with stress, anxiety and sleeping better. I definitely need that. However, it's a task that is not for you. The CBD oil can be added to your current existing skincare. Simply add a few drops to boost your skincare. CBD can also benefit with anti-aging, acne, counter-facing free radicals, damage, dullness and inflammation. I'll be putting in my skincare, so I will. And that is worth $34.99. And then we've got a lot cosmetics, a blush palette. And I'm not going to sit and do what a blush palette is, and this is worth $12.99. But I don't think I'm going to use this, so I might put it away for Emma's birthday, I think, or maybe just give it up. I don't think I'm going to use it. This is all the shades. I've got a tart one with the different shades, so I don't think I'll get you through that. So I think I'll be giving that one away. But really nice shades. I think that's my favourite one there. My shade of that one. So that's worth $12.99. Now, what I like about it was a blush palette and no an eyeshadow palette. That's a wee bit different. It never fails, guys. You're back in 2 minutes. Hi guys, sorry if it's not the phone, it'll be the door next, you know what I mean. Anyway, so what I was saying, it's nice to get a blush palette for a wee change than an eyeshadow palette. So, but I don't think I'm going to use it. I don't want to dip into it and maybe use one shade where somebody else might get the benefit of it. So if I don't give it to Emma, you might see it in a wee giveaway. And the next item we've got is I love to get in boxes. I don't need them. I mean, I've got so many makeup brushes, it's actually terrible amount of makeup brushes I've got. And I still use the same ones. This is a Synergy Collection Blanche brush set. And basically it says, it's time to start some new additions to your brush collection. I need to get rid of some of my brushes, definitely. Starting with 001B fan brush, perfect for bronzing and highlighting. Basically, I'm not going to sit and read all the brushes in here, we're here all day. So let's just get into this. I do like getting brushes, and I've had a few nice sets of my boxy charms over the years. I've had brushes. If I can get into this, I hate these bags. You've got to try and open and then you can't get them open. And I have to pause this again to go and get scissors. I hope not. Oh, let's get into this. Please sound asleep down here. I'm going to have to pause this to go and get scissors. Oh dear, dear, dear. Come on, Lynn. I hate these. That's got him. Nope, fine. There we go. Nice selection of brushes. So there's a lovely, it's a lovely big fan brush. A really nice big one. Or a lovely and soft. So we've got the fan brush. We've got a powder brush. We've got a foundation brush. The foundation, that must be the foundation one. And a blusher brush. So that must be the powder. They're both very similar. I think that's the blush, that's the powder. That wee set of 4 brushes. I love that fan one. Really like that. So nice. I do like getting brushes, as I say. So nice to get them. That's a set of brushes. And last but not least, in the box, I love getting these as well, is little my words out, blending sponge, and this is worth $4.99. So it's by Curo. So you see how soft this one is. I don't like them really hard. That's lovely and soft, really nice bouncy soft one. So I've been really good actually. I've put a lot more beauty blenders out. I was hoarding them, so not get out old ones. It's past cleaning, out we go. A nice new one. So that, to me, is a good wee box this month. A good selection, and the total value of the box is $125.95. You pay £25. And as I say, if you use the code LATB, Lynn All Things Beauty, LATB, you'll get 15% off. You're interested in that box. So we'll just recap what we've got. We had this set of brushes, which I love, really nice like that. We've got the beauty blender. We've got the blush palette. As I say, I really much prefer getting a wee blush palette. It's a bit different from an eyeshadow palette, but I've got a tart one very similar, so I think that'll be getting given away. It's a bit better somebody else can use it than me dip into one, as I said earlier, and basically that bit wasted as far as I'm concerned. The CBD oil, Air CBD oil, that's worth $34.99. Lovely cleanser, that's worth I think £38, did it say? 38. And the little hair treatment, that was worth $13.99. So a great wee box. I do like this box, and I really do like to give this up. I think the 3 boxes I'm going to be aiming for is Discover Beauty box to keep cohorted. I look incredible. The glossy box will be Emma's box. Will be unboxing every month. Look fantastic. I've got until December, but I don't think I'm going to keep my 12-month contract for that going. So I will be that box I'll be keeping. I have ordered the SBC TSV. It was on QVC. I do like their moisturisers and things. I have ordered that. I've not used it for a long time, and I thought the gel is handy to have. So big litre gel. So I ordered that. So I'll show you that when it comes. So I'll be updating Norman. And really well. I still can't do the stairs. If you so Wendy's up and down the stairs, no bother at my mum's, but I've got steeper stairs. It's going to be a fee's going to manage up and down the stairs. And this morning, obviously, nice to see rain. It's a terrible thing to see. It's actually really nice to see. Usually in Scotland, go, here we go, rain again. No, it's great to see rain. The ground definitely needed it. And this morning, it was really thundering during the night, but we slept right through it. Because obviously, Spencer used to be terrified of the thunder. And obviously, at a young age, we don't want him to be frightened. So this morning, the thunder kind of calmed down. He got up. He woke up at 3:15, got a wee cuddle, put back to his bed, and then he was back up at 6:30. That seems to be the time he's got up. But that's when my neighbour was up for work and things like that. That's he's up early. But I'm always up about 6:30 anyway, so that time he gets up in the morning suits me perfectly. It wasn't too keen in the rain. Now we've got to go out for babies, so we got him out. And after he was out, I realised I'd be scared of. He was absolutely fine. Jumped out playing, did his pee and poo. That was fine. So I brought him back in, maybe about half an hour later, that really started getting really thunder again. And I knew he wanted it, because I can't let you out there, darling, because you're going to get frightened. I thought, I can't risk him just going out for a pee and end up being terrified and we're going to collapse of thunder. So by the time obviously it stopped, he actually went to the puppy mat and peed. I couldn't give him a row because he wanted out, but I couldn't let him out because of the thunder. So that's the first time he's used the puppy mat since he's been here. He's been really, really good, so I can't complain about that. But that was my fault. He wanted out, but I couldn't let him out because I didn't want him frightened of the thunder. So he's been absolutely great. It's been on, rain's been on and off all day. He's been in and out, no problem. He's absolutely fine. So I'm just going to pop him up so you can see hello. Oh, before I do that, I'll tell you why he was called Norman. First of all, we thought he was born the 16th of June because the pups were starting to get born the 16th of June. But I realised, I spoke to my neighbour and said no, certain ones were born. Well, I think she started, the first pup was born about 10 o'clock on the 16th. She had 4 pups. Mummy had 4 pups before midnight, another 4 on the 17th. So Wendy was born on the 16th and he was born the 17th of June. So I thought it was the 16th. So I said, we're looking for names. The first names, I want to try and stay away from S's because I would automatically call him Spencer. I like the name Sydney, things like that, Sebastian, things like that. I thought I want to stay away from S's. I had Arthur on the list, Hugo on the list. I had quite a few really good, really nice names. And just, nothing was really jumping out at me. And so my son said, let's look up and see who was born on this famously born the 16th of June. And somebody popped that I really like was Jurgen Klopp. I really do like that Liverpool manager. I think it's just, I really like him, watching him in the telly. And I can't call the dog Jurgen, whatever his name is, or how they pronounce it. Because what's his middle name? And he said Norbert. I said, I can't call him Norbert. I said, well, Norman. And just clicked. I said, Norman. So I went back through all my names again and go through the names, Arthur, Hugo, Henry's another one, Albert, all these kind of names, and it kept coming back to Norman, and within 24 hours, because that's it, it's Norman, he's going to be called Norman. So that's basically how he was called Norman. I'll try to see how many famous people get an idea for names, and obviously, yes, after that we discovered he was born, alright Dylan? He was born on the 17th, so, and there wasn't much names googled again for the 17th, but that's the time I named him Norman, but there wasn't anything. So he's been named within sort of 10 days. I first met him the week after he was born, chose it, and it was within that following week he'd been called Norman. So basically that's how his name came about. So Jurgen Klopp's middle name's Norbert, and I translated it into Norman. Probably doesn't mean that, but I did. So that's how he was called Norman. So we're just going to pick him up. Will you come say hello? Oh, come on. There's a big puppy. He's definitely growing since Thursday. There he is, sleepy boy. There's a wee sleepy boy. Oh, he's a tired boy. Oh, the mummy disturb you. He loves his cuddles. But he's been great. He's absolutely great. And as I said in my comments, people, he's never ever replaced Spencer. There's always a place for Spencer in my heart. And with this wee guy needs all his love as well. So my heart's big enough for the two of them. So, but as I said, we did take my wee, a lot of emotions to get another dog. And it just worked out really good. It's brought me so much joy and happiness after the heartbreak of losing Spencer. I'll never ever forget him. He's always in my heart. He'll always be there at the back of us watching us. So he will. But even if Spencer was still with us, I probably would have still got him, because Spencer would have accepted a puppy. He definitely would have. He doesn't like, obviously, a bit like Molly, so it's wary of bigger dogs and things like that. Been fine with the pup. But sadly he's not here with us, and this wee guy is. He's going to bring mummy so much happiness, but he's settled in, and since when he's been away since Saturday, it's just been me and him. And but what I don't want is a dog with separation anxiety. I'm very good when I go out to the bin and that. I stay a wee bit longer, so he knows that I come back. A couple of cries to start with, I just ignored it, but since then he knows I'm coming back. He hasn't been doing the crying, so I'm just building it up slowly, so he knows eventually we'll get left without having to obviously destroy the place or get stressed. I don't want him stressed, so it's just building up to that. I do not want a dog with separation anxiety, definitely not. So I've got a little playpen for him, just train him into that, so if he's scared of any thunder like he can get in there. But because Spencer used to always run to the bathroom, so he did. But he was fine this morning with it. I was actually pleasantly surprised. Yes, that might change when you realise what it is when you're a bit older. But he was really, really good this morning. No scared of the thunder. So you didn't like the rain, but you're used to it now. You've been out playing in the rain and letting all the puddles. Yes, you were. But I've got to watch everything, what pups are like. They're into everything, trying to eat everything. He's trying to bark and bits. No matter what I've tried to puppy poof the garden, you find bits that mummy's not found. No. And I keep forgetting I'm doing this video, so don't talk to him, kissing him. So Norm and I will say bye-bye. And he's now top of the bill, as I said in the very first video. He can't be star of the show. So let's come up with something better. This wee man is definitely the top of the bill, aren't you? You want to say bye-bye? I'm going to say bye-bye. Oh, he met the guinea pigs. He hasn't met the tortoise yet. He's met the guinea pigs. He was absolutely fine with them. Very intrigued what they were. And he's now known that Trevor's in the cage, because Trevor's on the floor. And he sits through the bars and they kiss each other. So they're doing. He's black. I mean, Trevor's pure black. So whether he thinks a puppy or not, a wee friend, I don't know. But he's absolutely fine. But we'll say bye-bye for now. You want out for babies? So, okay, we'll say bye-bye for now. But take care, everybody, and Norm and I'll say bye-bye, and I'll catch up with you very, very soon. We're looking Crell's dispatching Fridays. Hopefully we get that maybe Wednesday, Thursday. But it'll probably be care before I get that up. But take care, everybody, and as you see, wee puppy biting, and Norm and I'll say bye-bye. So, bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Right, bye, guys. Bye.